So apparently yesterday, 2,700 pounds of ammonium nitrate that were from a sea ship that was stored in a warehouse along the Beirut port and over in there in Lebanon exploded. Apparently there seemed to be a storage catch of fireworks that seemed to be going off as well. Um, a lot of folks had their phones out. A lot of folks were recording. And apparently that ammonium nitrate there, just for comparison, the tragedy in Oklahoma City, the terrorist attack back in 1996, that was done with 2 tons of ammonium nitrate. And just for comparison, this was a federal building. It essentially was, think of like a super Walmart, and stacked like 4 of them on top of each other. That was essentially the federal building. 2 tons essentially destroyed half of that building. This was 2,700 tons, just under 3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate. And when you see what's going on, this is just the after scene. This is literally just devastation right there. I see you there, Fatal, my man. Dude, this is what we've heard. This is according to the BBC here. This is the word we've been given. There has been speculation that this may have been a military strike of some sorts, perhaps an operation. I haven't seen evidence of that. There was one video that was shown, and you do see a small dark thing out of the side there. At the speed it was going from there, it could have also, just because of the video resolution, looked like it was from a cell phone camera. It also could have been a low-flying bird. So until we actually see evidence, we don't necessarily know. I realize that apparently a number of hours earlier there was some strong words between Israel and Lebanese leaders. That's the thing. Until we see evidence, is that a possibility? It could be. But then again, 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate, if all of a sudden there was an incendiary thing, because that's the thing. If there were not proper safety protocols, you might be perfectly fine for a number of years, because apparently this was there for 6 years. Again, this is what we've been told. I have no reason to doubt it. If somebody finds evidence, we could take a look at that. But at this time, we just got to look at this, man, because this is absolutely freaking terrifying. Oh my God, I just saw myself, and I had a very strange look on my face. These things happen here. But this is essentially what happened. Again, I was getting ready to fire up OBS, try to route the sound, and maybe I could figure it out here, but you know what? You just look at this. They're just giving a disclaimer warning that you see an explosion of that size, and you literally start to see more or less a mushroom cloud. I'll just be straight up. My mind straight up went to, was that one of those tactical nuclear weapons? Because all I know now is I've heard that there may be a system out there that's literally like an RPG. Basically like a heavy-duty bazooka that launches a very small yield, which I have no idea if it would look that way. I'm pretty sure that if this was nuclear, we'd know very soon, because you just check the radiation measurements. Is it possible it could have been some form of a missile strike of a strong payload? Potentially. But then again, if it was 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate that was in a warehouse, and there happened to also be a cache of fireworks that we have no idea. Was there foul play? We don't know. There's an investigation. If this also could have just been maybe a lamp that was in a faulty electrical socket. If all of a sudden that started, there were some fireworks, they start going up because you see sparklers and stuff. That seems perfectly plausible to me. And then all of a sudden, you just see that like pre-explosion, and then you just see the shockwave and everything. It's absolutely horrific. Apparently, the force of the blast was felt as far away as Cyprus, which is 150 miles away there. I've heard this may actually be a yield in the megaton range. I have no idea, but you just look at that. This is courtesy of the BBC. The links will be in the doobly-doo below once I add them there. But this is horrific. This is... Get away from the children. And this is the thing. This is also during the pandemic. We're in the middle of a freaking pandemic. We literally have like a plague going around the entire earth. A lot of these hospitals, especially Beirut, I would assume, and I don't know this, population dense area. They may already have a number of instances of SARS-CoV-2 that they're dealing with, and now likely some of these hospitals are destroyed. They've had glass blown out. I think you saw that shock. We literally, the person that's freaking like a mile or so away freaking gets like thrown to their feet and everything. It's like, I mean, my first thoughts was, oh my god, somebody nuked that place. Again, there's absolutely no evidence of that. I'm pretty sure our radiation detectors would let us know. You'd also probably see a lot of other side effects immediately as well. But this, from what it looks like and what's being reported, this looks like a tragic accident. I mean, there might be a number of questions that come up, like why was there 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate, high explosive, in a warehouse in a highly populated area for 6 years? Why was there a fireworks factory or maybe just a cache of other explosives around there? Like, this is why we need to keep track of things. That's all I'm saying. And again, I'm a very disorganized individual, but this is where we're at. Apparently 78 people so far have been confirmed to have lost their lives. I have to assume that hundreds, if not thousands, are injured. It's estimated upwards of, I've heard, about $2 to $3 billion, just initial estimates of property damage. And we're just going to have to see the casualties and everything that happen after this. And no number of countries, including Israel, I believe, Greece, the United States, I believe Boris Johnson from the UK has offered help or are willing to assist in this, just because this looks horrific. Yeah, folks were saying that President Trump said something about this looks like a horrible attack. Again, there's been absolutely no confirmation of that. Perhaps the president, which he's known for, speaking off the cuff, sees bomb, blast, oh, okay, boom, attack. I don't know. This is how my brain works, but that's essentially the story we got from now. We'll try to keep you all updated, but thank you all for watching. Be safe, everybody. To the people of Lebanon, God bless you, folks. Take care, everybody.